Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making a video on if I controlled the college football world or records and how the season went out. Here's what I would. It's like a kind of scripted kind of thing. Here's what I would do. I would start with Ohio State. I would have Ohio State winning all their games other than their game against other than their game against Purdue. I'd have them winning 14 to nothing in halftime before choking away. Julian Sain gets hurt that game. Up 27 to 3 in the fourth quarter. They look amazing until, well, the collapse happens. Another field goal by Purdue, stacked on by a backup quarterback interception, which leads to another touchdown. So it's 13-27, and they punt away. There's about 6 minutes on the clock. Purdue, they score again. This time they miss the extra point. Oh god. And so basically they fumbled the snap at like the 20-yard line of Purdue. There is 146 to go. 146 to go. Purdue goes down the field, 56 seconds left. They score a touchdown. They fail the 2-point conversion. And basically, they go for the onside. Ohio State recovers, and they fumble it. After that, I have a weird sequence of a 4th and 30 before Purdue goes right there, scores a touchdown. Whoa, that's not what I had in mind. Not a touchdown, but scores a game-winning field goal and wins 28-27 as Ryan Day has moved to the hot seat after a crazy upset. I don't think he should be on the hot seat considering I'm an idiot, but I don't know. Now, the second game I will be doing, still have to get used to this editing software I'm currently using, but the second game we're going to do is Auburn as and Vanderbilt. You know, the highlights you're you're watching right now. Sorry. But I would have the game being a little bit suspicious. You know, we don't really at the end of one, we don't really know how this game's going to go. It's 10-10. Vandy was up 10-0 before Diego Pavia just absolutely drops a dot, but it's marked short on that fourth down. Auburn now ties the game. Second quarter action. Diego Pavia toasting DBs on a run he would have, and I would have Vanderbilt having a quiet 17-13 lead at halftime. Now Auburn comes out slinging the rock, takes the lead over Vandy. Then Vandy will kick a field goal. The game is all tied at 20-20 with 9 minutes to go. Vandy then fumbles the football after Auburn punts. And more punting as we go into the fourth quarter where only a field goal and a touchdown were scored. But the third quarter, touchdown Auburn. Only 5 minutes to go. Vandy punts. Auburn punts. Vandy fails a fourth down conversion with 2:15 to go. They get the ball back and tie the game before Auburn kicks a field goal, which is assumed to be the game winner. Before 16 seconds later, Diego Pavia gets a 61-yard rushing touchdown to win Vandy the game. It's really hard to tell who's the better team here. Theories think maybe Auburn could have played better if there were one more quarter. I don't think Vandy played good in my script, but we will see. We'll see. I'm going to try to do these every week. I'm not going to do every game, obviously, because that would take so long. Okay. Next game, Penn State at Indiana. I'd have Penn State getting out to a early 17-3 lead. And then Penn State is now up 38-3 at halftime. Now, this is a catastrophe mode. Fernando Mendoza has thrown 2 interceptions in the half, fumbled 2 times as well. It's just not a good half. Excuse me. The second half kicks in and they score, but guess what happens? Penn State goes right down the field, and it looks like this game is over. It's 45-10. More punting happens. 3 minutes to go before a miracle happens. Grunkemeyer throws an interception, and guess what? They score. Then Grunkemeyer fumbles. They score. And guess what? It's 45-24 going into the fourth quarter. There is a chance. Then they punt. Another touchdown. And another touchdown. All of a sudden, it is a 7-point game before Grunkemeyer drops a dot to his open tight end for the touchdown, ending the crazy streak Indiana was having with the scoring, and hitting the 2-minute warning being 38-52. This game is great. Fernando Mendoza caps off another touchdown. It's his, sixth. Lord, I have something in my throat. His sixth touchdown pass of the day. Despite two turnovers in the first half, they nearly have a perfect second half other than the punts. But with just 51 seconds left, there is a chance for Indiana to go back down the field and score. This is where it's gonna be perfect. They need no mistakes. They start the drive at the 40 due to a penalty. Then, moves up to the 36-yard line on a big completion. 40 to go. They burn their second timeout. Sorry. Then, they have another deep completion to the 21. Their last timeout is burned with now 32 to go. They run to the exact 1-yard line with Fernando Mendoza. They review it. There's about clock stop. They have to review it and all, but in the end, it just summoning it up. Nothing happens. They have 4 downs, and on third down and goal, it's cut inbounds with 19 seconds left. They do get off a snap with 4 seconds left, but they don't get anything out of it. Meaning that Penn State survives a big scare from Indiana. That second half was beautiful by them, but 52-45 would be the final score. Next, Alabama at LSU. Alabama, 10-0 early before Garrett Nussmeier drives down the field and scores a touchdown, gets a field goal, and another field goal. Before, obviously, the GOAT, Ty Simpson, decides to drop a dot to the end zone. And the game's looking already over because Garrett Nussmeier cannot carry the team all the way. It's 13-17 now, and fans are silent. Nobody wants to hear. By the time it hits fourth quarter, it's 31-13. Nussmeier does get another touchdown, but the game's pretty much over. There will not be a comeback this time as clock just kind of ticks, and there's another touchdown to turn it 31-27, but then a field goal's kicked. The game would end 34-27, and not a great game. Next, we're going to do the Georgia Bulldogs at Mississippi State. Blake Shapen gets a serious injury before the first quarter even ends, so Kamario Taylor will be starting. And it is bad for the Bulldogs in that first quarter. 17-7. And on the Gators' kick, Gators? Oh my lord, I'm sorry. I am sorry. On the Bulldogs' kick, it is blocked and returned for a touchdown. It is 24-7. But 24-7. Thank God, though, before half, 2 touchdowns turn into a 24-21 game at halftime. Literally nothing happened, but the Bulldogs getting 2 straight field goals and winning the game 27-24. And, Mississippi State fans aren't happy. That's about all I could say. Next, Miami taking on Syracuse. And this game, I would have Syracuse having a 3-0 lead, and that's about all they did. Ricky Collins is taken out of the game. He's disqualified for targeting. I don't even know how that happens. He just rams into someone. It looks like on purpose after an interception. And, well, it's bad now. So they put in Fedari, and he actually looks really good. He gets the game close. It's 20-10, but the game is already by the 1:56 to go. And, I mean, they missed a field goal. They missed another one with 15 seconds left. And the game ends like that. The game actual final score ended up being 23-10. And, well, Miami kind of just dominated that game. Yeah, that's about all I could say. Carson Beck, no interceptions game. Oh, next game, Oregon taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes get out to a 14-0 lead at halftime. Dante Smith finds the end zone on a 16-yard rushing touchdown before Mark Gronkowski, I don't know how to say his name, he finds his way into the end zone, and this game might be in the bag. It isn't over until the coaches shake their hands. Because it is a field goal. Now, a field goal isn't major, but where they're at right now, they're going to take everything. A field goal, though, it's 24-10 as we enter the fourth quarter of action. Dante Smith on a 99-yard touchdown pass. The game is 24-17. Followed by a field goal and another field goal. Then, Kowski will win it. He will get the final blow, 24-23, 23-24. Poor Oregon falls down. Next, Ole Miss at the Citadel, because I have an interesting story about this. The Citadel suddenly is already up 3-0. Like, Trinidad Chambliss scores, though. So, everything's okay. It scores again. It's 14-3. Just shake it off. I'm sorry. But the Citadel scores. So, at this point, fans are like, what in the world has happened? So, they score again. Field goal now by the Citadel. The Citadel force a fumble for the second time this game. They score, but don't get the 2-point conversion. But they kick a field goal. They're up at halftime, 22-21. And this is just mind-blowing. The Citadel competing with a ranked team. Oh, wow. Though Ole Miss does start and they get a 2-point conversion, turn it to a 7-point game. Citadel do, in fact, score a touchdown. They get the point conversion, because I feel like I have to say that. It's a tie game. And it's 36-36 now, going into the fourth quarter. All on the line. Trinidad Chambliss throws an interception. And it is 39-36. 15 to go. Chambliss drops back. Passing. Intercepted. Again. The game is over. The Citadel have done the impossible. Never thought it could happen. Take down the Ole Miss Rebels. My next game. I can't get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But My next game will be our last one. From Lego Ninjago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, I don't actually know what the game's going to be. It took me a minute to decide, but let's do Missouri. So in this alternate universe, View Pribula actually exists. Pribula, 14, nothing lead. And then they just 21 unanswered by Texas A&M, but game's 21-17 at halftime. They scored 24-21 at halftime. Tie game now. Nothing happens in the second half. So, overtime. It goes until a 8th overtime before Missouri and Ahmad Hardy diddles his way into the end zone. That is how the game ends. Texas A&M falls in their first game. Anyways, thank you all for watching the video. This was just kind of my opinion on what I would do. You don't have to agree with me. I made some mistakes. I have a problem where these ideas in my head are just godly. And then they just come out so wrong. So, apologize for that. I'll see you never. Probably tomorrow because I'm making another video tomorrow. Bye-bye.